How the 2008 financial crisis destroyed millions of American lives. Imagine waking up one morning and finding out that your life savings are gone. Your house is being taken away. Your job no longer exists. And the worst part? You did nothing wrong. This is exactly what happened to millions of ordinary Americans in 2008, the year the entire financial system collapsed, and nobody warned them it was coming. To understand what happened, we need to go back to the early 2000s. America was booming. House prices were rising every single year. Banks were giving out home loans to literally everyone, even people with no jobs, no income, and no savings. They called these subprime mortgages. Banks didn't care if you could repay the loan or not, because they were packaging these loans together and selling them to Wall Street investors as safe investments. It was a ticking time bomb, and everyone on Wall Street knew it. By 2006, house prices started slowing down. By 2007, they started falling. And by 2008, everything collapsed at once. Lehman Brothers, one of the biggest banks in America, with 158 years of history, filed for bankruptcy in September 2008. It was the largest bankruptcy filing in U.S. history. The stock market crashed. Trillions of dollars of wealth disappeared in days. Banks stopped lending money. Businesses started shutting down. And ordinary Americans, people who had nothing to do with Wall Street, started losing everything. The numbers are almost impossible to believe. Over 8.4 million Americans lost their jobs between 2008 and 2010. More than 6 million families lost their homes to foreclosure. The unemployment rate doubled, from 5% to over 10% in just 2 years. Retirement savings accounts lost trillions of dollars in value almost overnight. People who had spent 30 years saving for retirement watched it disappear in months. Families who had lived in their homes for decades were forced to pack up and leave. Children changed schools. Marriages broke apart. The mental health crisis that followed was devastating. Suicide rates, depression, and anxiety all spiked across America. So what did the government do? They bailed out the banks. The U.S. government handed over $700 billion, taxpayer money, to the same banks that had caused the crisis in the first place. The banks were saved. Their executives kept their bonuses. But the millions of Americans who lost their homes, their jobs, and their savings, they got almost nothing. It was the moment millions of Americans realized the system wasn't built for them. It was built for Wall Street. The 2008 financial crisis changed America forever. Trust in banks, the government, and financial institutions collapsed. A generation of young Americans grew up watching their parents lose everything. And it shaped how they think about money, jobs, and home ownership even today. The wealth gap between the rich and the poor exploded after 2008 and has never recovered. The top 1% bounced back faster than ever. Everyone else is still catching up. The 2008 crisis wasn't just a financial event. It was a wake-up call. The lesson? Never blindly trust a system that profits when you lose. Educate yourself about money, invest wisely, and never let anyone else control your financial future. If this video opened your eyes, subscribe. Because on this channel, we talk about the money lessons nobody teaches you.
You are awesome! So hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to ring the bell.